This is a PodCo original.
Follow. Oh, hi. You want to follow us? Sure you do. Just press that follow button right there and come along for the Full House Rewind journey. Come on. I'm waiting for you. Let's go. Your episode was titled Too Much Monkey Business.
Yes.
Yeah, and you played Danny's sister, and were you a monkey trainer? Is that what you were?
I was training monkeys in Uganda and found the monkey by itself and took it. I can't. Yeah, that's what my story was. And then we had a secret crush on each other, I remember.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Did you make your way after that out to California?
Yeah.
What brought you out there?
Well, I was following a boyfriend out to California in '88.
You had done a load of stuff before Full House. You were in Back to the Future too.
Yes.
It was a gigantic movie.
I know.
What was that like? Like, that's a big feature.
No, when we were shooting it, I didn't really know how big of a deal it was.
Yeah.
And how, now we have internet and we have streaming and everything. So now it just keeps going.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Full House Rewind. I'm your host, Dave Coulier, and our guest today is none other than Darlene Vogel. Darlene is a very talented actress appearing in the TV series Pacific Blue, guest appearances on Boy Meets World, Northern Exposure, CSI, and House. She appeared twice on Full House as Danny's sister, Wendy. Here's a pic of Darlene when Full House was on the air. Isn't that adorable? Please welcome my guest, Darlene Vogel. Hi, Darlene. Oh my God. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It has been forever, hasn't it?
A long time.
Goodness. Well, we're going to be talking
Good thing we still look good.
Well, yes. It's the trickery of this lighting for me. You can see they've got a bunch of stuff happening pointed at me up there. We're going to be jumping right in here, Season 2, Episode 2 of Full House, also known as Tanner versus Gibbler. Okay, now this episode was directed by John Boab and first aired on ABC on October 21st, 1988. I can't remember back that far. Darlene, why don't you just give us the rundown on what's happening in this episode? Could you, please?
Well, sure.
Okay.
Danny gets a new job as the host of a morning show and a new partner in co-host Rebecca Donaldson. Meanwhile, DJ's birthday party for her friend Kimmy ends bitterly when DJ won't allow beer drinking.
Oh, boy. If that doesn't draw you into this episode, man, I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna just describe what's happening here in the episode together, and I'm going to start us off. Season 2, Episode 2 opens with a teaser in Michelle's room, and Joey and Jesse try to convince Michelle that it's time for bed as she rides a little toy pony.
And the opening titles have some new, fresh shots of the cast interacting.
Yep.
The episode opens in the kitchen with Danny, Jesse, and Joey serving up breakfast for DJ and Michelle. Danny answers the phone, getting a call from his boss, who has great news. Danny, hearing the news, quickly exits for work.
Ooh, Stephanie enters holding some dresses that she'd like to wear to Kimmy Gibbler's birthday party. Well, DJ informs Stephanie that this is a 6th grade party, not a party for 1st graders. The guys intervene and convince Steph not to go.
Kimmy Gibbler enters the kitchen. Stephanie blows the secret about Kimmy's surprise birthday party that DJ was planning.
Well, we cut to the set of Wake Up San Francisco, where we see Rebecca Donaldson for the very first time, Lori Loughlin, our buddy. The station manager introduces her as Danny's new co-host on the show.
Back at the house, Kimmy's birthday party is starting in the living room. The doorbell rings, and everyone thinks it's Kimmy. The door opens, revealing Stephanie in her party dress. Kimmy enters as everyone yells, "Surprise!" She has 2 girls with her and tells everyone that they are in junior high.
Well, the junior high school girls tell DJ that her party is lame. They try to call and invite their older friends to the party, but DJ hangs up the phone. The girls peer pressure Kimmy to leave and go to the mall.
It's the next day, and DJ and Steph discuss how all the kids at school call DJ a geek burger for not allowing the older kids to take over the party at the house.
The family and Rebecca Donaldson have gathered in the living room to watch Danny's first show co-hosting Wake Up San Francisco.
Jesse enters the living room and is instantly smitten by Becky. They exit to the kitchen and then quickly return to the living room to watch the show.
As everyone watches, it becomes clear that they enjoy Becky's sense of humor over Danny's. Uh-oh.
Upstairs in the girls' room, DJ gets a call from Kimmy Gibbler and quickly hangs up. Joey and Jesse enter and talk to DJ about friendships. They tell her to reconcile with Kimmy.
Kimmy Gibbler arrives at the house and DJ demands an apology. Kimmy sees things differently and tries to leave, though.
Kimmy and DJ have a heart-to-heart about the party and their friendship. DJ hands Kimmy her unopened birthday gift as they are, once again, best friends.
La, 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 la. And that is what happens in the episode Tanner versus Gibbler. Anything jump out at you as we recap the show there?
Oh, I remember those days in, elementary school and the junior high kids coming in. I remember all those days.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's the Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to just jump right in here.
Sure.
Because, we've known each other a long time working on Full House, but there's so many things I didn't know about you. I didn't know that you started as a model. I can see why, though,
thank
for
you.
crying out loud. Were you modeling in New York? Were you
Yeah.
you started there?
I started in New York. I was going to school at FIT, Fashion 2.
Because you're from Connecticut originally.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that kind of makes sense. New
Couldn't
York.
wait to get out of there and go to New York City. I used to skip school all the time, take the train down to the city. And I went to FIT, ran out of money, couldn't go anymore because back in those days, parents didn't pay for everything like we do now.
Yeah. Or live with your parents until you're 28,
Right,
29
exactly.
years old. Yeah.
And one of the guys on my floor said, well, you want to try modeling? I know a model agent. I was like, sure. And that's what started it.
That was it?
That was it.
Was it like fashion clothing or was it like Sears catalog stuff?
It was catalog work.
Was it catalog
I was more of a
stuff?
junior commercial model. But then when I started doing commercials, it was big. I mean, I did the Milk Does a Body Good campaign, the first one. And
You did a lot of commercials,
I did a
right?
lot of commercials.
Yeah.
I was like that.
Milk
Back then,
Does
it
a
was like the
Body
healthy
Good.
look,
Wow,
Yeah.
that just sticks in my brain. Milk does
Yeah,
a body.
it was
Wasn't
a
there a little
big-
jingle that went with it? Of course there
I
was,
say
right?
milk, it does a body good.
Oh, see? That's why you got the job right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I can tell.
Yeah.
It seems like every actor, when you're starting out, you do at least one kind of cheesy commercial. Did you ever do any that were I know I did. I dressed up like an alien. You couldn't even see my face for Cheetos or Doritos or something, and I had to dance around. It was
Oh
so
my
bad.
gosh, that's so
It
funny.
was so
Yeah.
awful. But, when you're starting out, you kind of do anything you can to
Anything.
get the experience, right?
Anything to get that SAG card, anything to just get work, especially living in New York City.
And and you're sitting there telling yourself, well, I'm doing this for the paycheck
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Did you make your way after that out to California? And
Yeah.
What brought you out there?
Well, I was following a boyfriend out to California in '88. And I came out for pilot season, and then I didn't like it out here, and I went back to New York.
Was he in the business?
No,
Was he,
not at all.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
And then he was from here. So then I came back out again, and that's when I booked Charles in Charge, and then I booked Back to the Future 2, and I started meeting friends, and I was like, okay, I could stay. And then I've been here ever since.
Well, yeah. And you had done a load of stuff before Full House. You were in Back to the Future too.
Yes.
It was a gigantic movie.
I know. It's funny how it still is. It's weird.
I used to skate with Michael J. Fox
you did?
in hockey charity games and stuff. He
Yes.
was he was always so gracious, just a good down
Best
to earth
guy. The best guy.
Yeah, great guy. What was that like? Like, that's a big feature. I mean,
When we were shooting it, I didn't really know how big of a deal it was
Yeah.
and how, now we have internet and we have streaming and everything. So now it just keeps going.
right.
And I still do appearances for it and everything and still see my gang members from Griff's gang. And, it's really fun. It's great. And the fans are getting younger and younger.
Yeah, right. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And one of your gang members was Tom Wilson, who I also knew from our Comedy Store days.
Yes.
His act was with a tuba. Did you ever see him?
I did.
He played
Yes,
the
I
tuba.
did. Yes.
Yeah, he was. Tom was
Yeah.
very
we used
funny.
to sing all the time when we were hanging out on the hoverboards. We'd be singing all the time.
because
Yeah.
he was also a guitar comic.
Yeah.
And he was such a sweet guy. He was such a
Sweet.
different, so
Person.
different from his character
Yes.
Biff. Right?
So different. Yes.
From how I remember you, now we're going back because I think you were in, do you remember which season you were in of Full House? Was it third or fourth?
I don't know the season. I know it was in 1992.
Oh,
so
okay.
that would
So that would have been fifth season.
Yeah.
That would have been fifth season. It took us that long to introduce Danny's sister. My gosh.
And the monkey.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone remembers the monkey
Everybody
episode.
remembers that monkey.
Yeah.
It was, we always had animals on Full House. It was like, never work with kids and animals.
I know.
Right? And we had them all.
Yeah.
We had them all. Your episode was titled Too Much Monkey Business.
Yes.
Yeah. And you played Danny's sister, and were you a monkey trainer? Is that what you were?
I was training monkeys in Uganda and found the monkey by itself and took it. I can't. Yeah, that's what my story was. And then we had a secret crush on each other. I remember.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But you were always so friendly, and you always had such a nice sense of humor to go along with it. But that was not the character. You grabbed McFly by his McFly, right? In that scene, right?
Yes, I played a very tough character. Yeah, in Back to the Future. Yeah, I grab him by the scrote, as we say.
Is that what it was?
Yes, it was.
Is that what it said in the script?
Yes. What's wrong, McFly? You got no scrote. And then he had a ketchup bottle in his jeans at the time. So when I grabbed it the first time, you feel this huge ketchup bottle in his pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I didn't break character because I was like, this is my first film. I don't know what to do here. And then, and everyone was laughing. The joke was on me. Yeah. It was
57
funny.
varieties.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So when you get to Full House, we had been on now for a while, and sometimes it's really tough for actors to come into an environment where it's already established. And what was your takeaway being there with us? Because we always tried to, when we had someone guest starring on the show, we always wanted to bring you in like, hey, you're family now.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yes, absolutely.
What you felt?
The kids were so welcoming. I remember you were very welcoming. Everyone was. I mean, I do remember that because it is hard being a guest star on a show and coming in, especially when you are there for so many years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, I remember it was a great experience. I just remember the table reading. I remember the audition. I remember all that. And never thinking I was going to get that role as Bob Saget's sister. But it was a great experience. And my parents came to, that was the only show they ever came to watch me tape.
Really?
And they couldn't believe how long it takes to tape a 30-minute show, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. People don't understand that.
It's a lot of work. Were we doing 2 audience shows back then on Friday night, or did we just do one in front of a live audience?
I think it was just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd been on Charles in Charge. You've been on some sitcoms and stuff. So you were used to a live audience being
Yes,
in there,
I loved
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which can throw some actors.
Yeah.
Especially like film people, they're like, whoa, it just, like suddenly there's 200 people there and they're, snickering and laughing and reacting to every little thing you do. Sometimes that can throw an actor.
You hope you get the laugh. I mean,
You
for
hope
sure.
you get the laugh.
I mean, even though some of it's fake, but still, you hope the audience
You had a
enjoys it.
chimpanzee. How could you
Yeah,
miss? Right? You're
I was
not
so
gonna miss.
excited to work with that monkey until someone said, they can rip your face off. And I was like, what? And I was like trying to keep my face away from the monkey because I love animals. I'm obsessed. So I was like
Are you?
so excited.
Are you a big animal person?
Huge, yeah. I'm a big dog rescuer. And
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
love dogs
Yeah.
so much. We have 3 dogs.
So do I.
Me and
3.
Melissa. And one's a rescue, Shorty.
Thank you for rescuing.
17 years old.
Good. Aw.
17, and he's just the sweetest little guy. He's got such a story. I won't go into it now, but yeah, when you rescue a dog, they know it, don't they?
I've had 10 of them, 10 rescues.
10?
I only rescue. After I found out about rescuing, I go, oh my
Yeah.
God, I can never buy a dog again. I mean, there's so many dogs and they're all amazing.
Yeah, and you see it on social media now too, where you see these stories of these abandoned dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And then they
I see
go
them every day.
and they clip them and shave them and they
they
just
look
give them
amazing.
love. And then all of a sudden they're like a happy dog. Those are like the best stories, aren't
The best.
Yeah.
One after another. It's-
Oh, I love that you're a dog person.
Yes, absolutely.
I always say, and this is maybe horrible to say, please don't hold it against me, but I often say, I think I like dogs more than people.
Oh, I always say that. Are you kidding? People suck.
No offense, people. No offense, but I do say
Yes.
that because it is unconditional love.
Yes.
Whether it's so many, whether it's a cat or a bird or but dogs, they look at you and their faces are so human sometimes, and they're just
Absolutely.
looking at you, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's like such a being, it's such a presence in there. I could keep going about dogs.
They're nicer to me than my kids are.
Yeah, right. Right. They always ready to, get hugged at the
they
door.
appreciate your food, everything.
They're excited every
Yes.
time. Like, I can't believe she's home again.
Yes, I know.
They say dogs have no sense of time.
Yeah, I know they say that.
Do you think? Because it seems like my dogs are like, where you been?
Yeah,
we've been
they
alone
get
now
as
for 3
excited if you
hours.
leave for 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're excited.
Yeah.
So it just, now, let's get back to Full House because I'll be talking dogs all
Me
day
too.
with
I
you.
know.
Now, I guess there were some sparks between Joey and Wendy at some point, right?
Yeah.
On your episode?
Yes.
Do you remember what that
confessed it.
was? I can't remember exactly what happened.
So we were sitting there on the table and we were hanging out because Danny wanted you to entertain me or whatever. And you confessed that, I had a secret crush on you. And I said, well, I had a secret crush on you. And and then we kissed for the first time. And the audience
We kissed
went,
too? I haven't seen all these episodes, so I
Yeah.
didn't. So, okay, now I'm kind of blushing. Kind of blushing right now.
I remember when my
didn't know.
kids saw that. They were
Yeah.
like, Mom. I was like, yes. And then the second episode, we went on a bike ride and never came back.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, we
Oh
just
my
disappeared
God.
into.
See, you do remember all this stuff. I don't remember all this stuff. Isn't that terrible?
No,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I had to host a rewind show so it would jolt my memory back into place. You also starred in. I'm jumping around here, so just bear with me. You also starred in Pacific Blue, which was
Yeah.
a big show.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
I got to ride a bike all day long and be a tough cop.
And were you shooting in Santa Monica? Is that
Santa
where-
Monica, Venice, Seal Beach.
Was
Yeah.
that tough to be out, just like shooting on location like that?
No, it was
Out with-
great.
But were people like,
Well, the Venice boardwalk was a lot different then.
Yeah.
Maybe there was one homeless person on there.
Yeah.
His name was JC, and he was in a lot of our episodes. But it was fun because people would come up to me because I had the uniform on. Like, excuse me, officer, I saw something, and I took it so seriously. I was like, I'll get right on it. They thought I was real, and I loved it. And we got to ride bikes because I went from doing that for 5 years and then doing a soap in New York, and I was like, oh my gosh.
and which soap was that?
One Life to Live.
One Life to Live.
And you're in
Oh.
a dungeon in New York, and I was sharing a dressing room. I'm like, where's the craft service? It's nothing. And it's like 70 pages a day. So that was a tough transition, but I loved Pacific Blue. It was great.
It's such a great opportunity for me to reconnect with people because we haven't seen, each other for 30
Something years.
30
yeah.
something
Yeah.
years. And it's great to reconnect with all this stuff. What's on your radar now?
I'm still auditioning. I do a lot of print now, which I hadn't done in a long time. So I just did a skin campaign the other day, and I'm on the new J-Lo campaign.
Back to
And
modeling.
I know I'm a model again,
Back
but
to
I also
modeling.
work in a platinum gray wig, which changes my look.
You're
completely.
kidding. What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because with my age, I don't look my age. So when I put on the gray wig, at least I could play that age. And
So
it
you're
looks
aging.
great.
You're aging up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They want you to age up.
Yeah, a little bit. And then I just
gosh.
booked a movie with Tate Donovan. He plays my
Mm-hmm.
husband. So, but there I'm blonde. I'm an Orange County mom. And I'm still doing some podcasts and still auditioning.
So you're busy. And 2 kids? You have 2 kids?
I have 2. One is 21 almost, and one just turned 16 on Friday. She just got her driver's license today.
Oh, is that terrifying?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
She doesn't have a car yet, so she's not driving mine. So I was like, I have a Tesla, so if anything happens to that car, it's in the shop for months.
Just find the supercharger.
Yeah.
Can we get you to come back when your episodes, when we finally get to that point in
Absolutely.
the series, you'd come back?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love that. And
Yeah,
then
me
we can
too.
then we can talk about, how the sparks were flying. I'll blush again and my wife will watch the episode and go, "You seem like you were really blushing.
Enjoying
Dave."
yourself.
Yeah, you were really blushing. Can we play a little game? Are you up for
Yeah,
that?
let's do
All
it.
right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. This is a game called Becky, Rebecca. And this is the first time we see the character in this episode, Rebecca Donaldson in Full House, played by Lori Loughlin, my buddy. I'm going to ask you some questions about Aunt Becky,
Okay.
and see how many you get correct. You're still going to win.
Okay.
No matter what happens.
And I do like to win.
Everybody wins on Full House Rewind, okay? All right, here we go. You ready for the first question?
Yep.
Okay. Question 1. What age was Lori on this episode? 24, 28, or 30?
She was pretty young. I would say 24.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, you're winning already. I told you can't lose no matter what you say.
Are you letting me win? Is that
No,
really true?
no, of course not. No,
Okay.
because the people listening
Oh,
and
they
watching,
would know.
yeah, they're going to know. They'll
Big
call me
Full
out
House
on that.
fans, I'm
Yeah,
sure. A
can you
lot of them
throw
out
up,
there.
Yeah, throw up a beach ball.
Yes.
Like, come on, easy to hit, please. Okay, question 2, here we go. What season of Full House did Jesse and Becky get married?
So that was season 2 where they met, and then I was in
You were
season
in
5. They were already
5.
married. So let's say season 3. 4.
Ding, 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 ding. Look at that. Oh, reversal of fortune. There you go.
Well, because sometimes you figure on sitcoms that everything happens so fast.
You
So,
figured it out.
Yeah.
You figured it out. See,
Okay.
you're still winning. You got 2 correct already. Okay, here's number 3. This might be a tough one. What are Becky and Jesse's kids' names on Full House? 2 boys.
Oh, right. No, I don't know that one. I'll just say Luke and Elvis. Elvis, come on.
My son's real name is Luke.
That's a great hockey name, Luke.
Yeah, Luke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's an LUC too, a French Canadian.
Oh, there, yep.
LUC.
My nephew is Luke, and he was a hockey player too.
Hockey player. Going back to hockey
Yep,
players
I
again.
know.
They just keep
coming
passing
around.
through our life. Their names were Nikki and Alex.
Nikki and Alex. Okay.
And all the Full House people at home are going, of course their names were Nikki and Alex, because
Well,
you know way more than I do about this show.
If I knew I was playing a game, I would have quickly went through every episode.
All 192
Yeah, exactly.
of them. I'm like, she's the
I'd have been up all
smartest
night
guest
long.
we've ever had. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Which state is Aunt Becky from? Iowa, Oklahoma, or Nebraska?
Iowa. Shoot, really?
You want to take another stab at it?
All right, I'll say Nebraska.
Ding, 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 ding. See,
I
you're
knew it
still
was in
winning.
Oklahoma. I don't remember hearing
You
that
are
one.
still winning.
I knew it was Midwestern. I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So, yeah,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
There you go. Lots of hockey there, too.
Yes.
Jeez, here we go. All right, question 5, final question. Becky and Danny Tanner come back to Fuller House hosting another TV talk show. So this is Fuller House, okay? What was the name of that show? Was it Go Back to Bed San Francisco, Sunny Side Up, or Wake Up USA? If you're sleepy, you probably really want to...
Wake Up USA.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Everybody's a winner.
Oh, thank
on
God
Full
for you.
House Rewind. Here we go. Here's your prize. There you go.
Do I
It
get
is
a t-shirt?
Yes, it's a cut it out
awesome.
t-shirt.
you.
There you go.
Yay.
And of course, we get to do one more thing before you go.
Okay.
Every episode of Full House had a heartfelt scene. We have cut out a scene from season 2 that we are going to read together.
Cut it out.
Darlene, you got your script?
Yep.
Because I'll be playing the role of DJ.
Okay.
You'll be playing the role of Kimmy Gibbler.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're going to, ready? Cue the music. Oh, there it is. Oh, see? There it is. Okay. Okay. Ready? Wait, you can't leave. How could you call me all those names in school?
I wasn't the only one. Everybody was calling you, well, you know, the G word.
But you're supposed to be my friend.
Best friend.
Yeah, best friend. Well, you know, if we don't wake up, how are we gonna share lockers in junior high?
We won't get to go to college together.
And we won't be able to marry identical twins and be congresswomen.
We've got to make up or our lives will be ruined. GJ, I really am sorry. I'm sorry I brought those dumb junior high girls to the party. I'm sorry I left with them. I'm sorry they dumped me when they met those 2 cute guys at the mall. And I'm really sorry I told everybody you were a geek burger. I'm the geek burger.
Don't say that about my best friend. They hug. Wait, you never opened up your birthday present. Happy birthday.
Wow, this is like the only raddest hat in the entire universe.
Oh, it should be. It cost a fortune.
What do you want to do now?
Why don't we open up all your birthday presents and then go to the mall and exchange them all?
But I might like them.
No, you won't. Believe me. I already opened them. Hey, and then that scene ends. That always brings a tear to my eye. And ladies and gentlemen, let's say thank you to Darlene Vogel, our special guest. Listen to that. 5,000 people.
There's the audience.
5,000 people out there.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
So much. Okay, here are some of my thoughts about Season 2, Episode 2. The description of this episode mentions beer drinking. Now, I was watching this episode and beer was never brought up. Maybe that one got by me, but if any of you watched this episode and heard anything about beer, let me know, okay? Let us know. Lori Loughlin makes her first appearance on Full House in this episode as the character Rebecca Donaldson. The first thing I noticed about Lori was how seamlessly she fit into our Full House family. It just seemed natural that she would join the cast and become a regular. I really liked Lori from day one. She had a great sense of humor and was really down to earth, and she was a great actress. She had great comedic timing. She got all the jokes, of course, and was sweet when the scene called for it. And her laugh would always stand out above all the rest on our stage. Lori and I would become great friends, a friendship that is still just as fun, funny, and filled with love. I tell people this all the time. Lori will always be my best girlfriend. And for all of you, she will always be Aunt Becky. We like to hear your thoughts about Full House. Tell us about your favorite episode or just why you love the show so much. Or maybe you got a question for me, who knows. Shoot a short video and email us the link to it at socials@podco.us. We close every episode of Full House Rewind by giving all of you who need it a hug. This week, our hug goes out to all of you who feel like peer pressure is forcing you to make a decision. Maybe it's like this episode when Kimmy feels peer pressure by the older girls, so much so that she risked her friendship with DJ. It's okay to not be with the popular crowd. Sometimes that friendship you already have is there for a reason. So for all of you who are being peer pressured into making a decision, it's okay to take some time to think about it. It may not make you more popular, but it will make you feel better knowing that it's your decision and not someone else's. So for all of you who may feel that way, this Full House hug goes out to you. All right, bring it in. Here we go. All right, that's our show. We'd like to thank our special guest, Darlene Vogel, for stopping by. Join us next time right here on Full House Rewind, and you can watch all of our episodes on our Full House Rewind YouTube channel. So long, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Full House Rewind. We'll see you next week.